we're live, whether anyone's on here or not. That's a whole nother thing. Have I got chat? Chat should be at the bottom. Let's see if anyone joins. It normally takes a little while cracking before people realise. MrSealyp has posted. But we are live. I'm going to stand by the gate here and wait. It's always that awkward thing of, are people going to know? Are people going to join you? And you stand and you wait and there's nothing. Then the chat suddenly picks up. There we go. We've got a couple of people. Who have we got? First, hello. Welcome. I haven't streamed live in absolutely ages. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. Can you hear me all right? Can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Just let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Okay, that would be absolutely awesome. Hello, howdy. Can you all hear me? Thumbs up. People can hear me okay. Awesome stuff. Hello Feldin. Hello everyone. Now I'm going to say what I want to say. It's bright and it's sunny. And thanks for the hearts. Keep smashing that like button. You know how this works. Because my eyesight's terrible. I've got my sunglasses on. It's really bright, but because I haven't got my normal glasses on, I can't read the chat until we get into the shade. But we'll be fine. So we're lambing live, people. We are lambing live. I told you I was going to bring some videos, and I don't know what's happening at the moment with my my YouTubes. But when I'm going live now, if I turn my screen landscape, not portrait, it keeps telling me the stream will end. So I'm going to have to work out. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very strange. Looking good, thank you very much. Very kind of you say. Let me just try something. That will just reverse camera. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing it. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is well. So we are at Mill Hayes Farm. We've been to Mill Hayes Farm before. We did some live streaming from Mill Hayes a while back, didn't we? Blame Giants here. So we're at Mill Hayes Farm. Nina and Brian's farm. If you were at Lammer, you might have got to meet Nina. She's a lovely lady. Brian's out doing some stuff at the moment, and we're at the farm. Me and MrSealyp have come for lambing. Oh yes, we're here for lambing. And we arrived yesterday and Nina said it's been really quiet. Lambing, they've normally kicked off by now and everything's really rocking and rolling. But for some reason, they've been really slow. So we got here and within 20 minutes of being here, sheep started to lamb. And then about half an hour later, had a twin. And then we went out for dinner last night and there were 2 or 3 more while we were out for dinner. There were 2 overnight, 1 this morning. So I'm going to take you around now. Don't worry, and I think I'm going to put in the description this lambing live I'm going to do today, probably tomorrow, maybe a bit on Thursday as well. There's going to be nothing graphic. So if you're watching with kiddies and it's going to be YouTube approved, we're not going to show you anything, you know, particularly scary or anything like that. So hello, thank you for joining me. Like I say, my eyesight is terrible. The sun's in my eyes. I'm just getting to the shade a little bit to see if I can. Mind if I get into shade, you might not be able to see me. So I might be able to see the chat a little bit better. Hello, yeah, farmhand. And I'm being a farmhand. You're all right. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. Don't forget, if you're not a member, you can become a member. Sealyp Plus and all that, the memberships are available. But yeah, we are now streaming. 112 people, 33 likes. Smash that like button, people. So we're going to go over and have a look at the sheep in just a moment. So they've already had 27 sheep lamb. And those are 3. I'm going to do a video as well because we're here for a few days. So there'll be a video coming out at the end of the week, probably over the weekend, of some stuff we've been doing. I thought we'd do some live streams while we're here. MrSealyp's been bottle feeding a couple. We'll talk about that in a moment. Hello, everyone. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is really cool. Very cool. So we're going to walk over. We'll have a look. I'll turn the camera around and show some bits and bobs. Like I say, I'm not sure why it's doing this upright thing. I know it's a newfangled YouTubey thing, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not going to lie. I was trying to use my gimbal, and like I say, every time I turned it on the gimbal, it kept on saying the stream would stop. So I don't know. There's a setting somewhere. I'm sure when I did this last time, people mentioned it and said there were some things that had to be done. So we'll turn the camera around. I'm going to show you some bits of what's the setup and what's occurring. MrSealyp is she's been watching intently since we arrived.
Just making sure there wasn't anybody actually lambing.
It was MrSealyp's birthday yesterday. Thank you to everybody that wished her a happy birthday.
Yes, thank you all.
It was very kind of you all.
Lovely of everyone to reach out, so thank you.
Farm Sim Snow is in the chat, filled in. There's loads of people. My eyesight's terrible. I can't read it all. Normally when it's sideways on you can see all the chat, but anyway, there's loads of people in there.
Farm Sim Snowy. Hi Rob.
We've got, yeah, 100 and something people. Awesome stuff. So, should we turn the camera around? Do people want to see some sheep, and we'll see the lambs as well. It's very, very cool. So let me turn the camera around. Does that turn the camera around? No. There we go. So, this bit here, this is the maternity suite. This is the birthing suite. So these are all the sheep that are, these are all the sheep that are nearly ready to give birth. And they're going to be giving birth at some point over the next while. So these are all the ones that are here, and the pen goes through to the back. There's a little gateway over in the back corner, and they can get through round to the back. So these are the ones that are, you know, potentially going to give birth. So we'll come around here and we'll have a look at some of the lambs that have given birth. And the lambs haven't given birth, the sheep have given birth. Oh, I was going to talk about this. Look, you can really see the difference between this now. I was talking to Nina about this yesterday. I've been asking tons and tons of questions. So in front of us here, this here is haylage. That there is straw bedding, haylage. And the haylage comes down to, you know, in game we make silage bales, how long it's in a silage bale for. So they'll take the grass, it gets wrapped, and then before it gets to a point where it's fully silage, it gets unwrapped and it's haylage. So they're eating haylage. They've got like a molasses block thing as well in there that they're eating from as well. Hello everybody. Like I say, I'm sorry, MNOH. Thank you everyone, wishing MrSealyp happy birthday. 124 people, 59 likes. Come on, keep smashing that like button, people. You know how this works. So, I'll turn the camera back around on me again if it works. There we go. Hello again. Hello everybody. So we're going to whiz through. I've got to be careful I don't fall over anything because there's stuff all over the place. Yeah, so the bedding's in there. So we're coming under here. And if I turn the camera around, so you'll see, look. They're in this bit here, and this bit behind me here is where all the pregnant sheep are, and they're going to be giving birth at some point. And there's a Nina and Brian have a mixture of different ones. It's the badger faced Texels I really like. They've got a whole range of different sheep in here, and what we're going to do over the next few days is we're going to be looking after the sheep, potentially helping out when some of them are giving birth. Most of them have been giving birth without too much need for attention or help. Do a tour of Marwell Manor. Actually, that'd be quite cool. I'd love to do that. Farm Sim Snowy, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Love the shades. Actually, funny story. Say not funny story. These shades, I keep trying to clean them because I thought they had like muck on the lenses. I've had these sunglasses about 6 years, and the coating on the front of them has started to come off, and it's coming off in patches. So MrSealyp ordered me. She was very kind, and she ordered me some new ones the other day. Isn't she lovely? It's very kind of her. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll have to sort that out. I'll absolutely come do Marwell Manor. That'd be brilliant. So anyway, so we're going to be helping out. So one of them yesterday, when Brian got back from doing some jobs, one of them was struggling with, which he had to help with. But what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at the behind me are the pens for the mothers that have given birth, and obviously so that the lambs don't get trampled in the main maternity area as well, and also to make sure they're feeding well and that the mothers are taking to their lambs. Now again, I've heard, you know, I know, remember on Clarkson's farm and when I did the stuff with Caleb Cooper, for Caleb Cooper contract, and he said don't do sheep because he hates sheep. I just thought there's always that maternal instinct with animals, but you do get them that don't. They don't take to their sheep. They're not particularly maternal, and it doesn't always go the way people or they hope it's going to. So you get some that get rejected. Some of them. Some of the mothers just take a day or two to come around, and they're in a little pen, and then it all sort of happens. So. Well, yeah, that is wear and tear of glasses. You're absolutely right. How are we looking? 141 people, 77 likes, 78 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Hello, everybody. Is Matt seeing here as well? Well, like I say, my eyesight, I'm just trying to look down the list of people as it's scrolling, and it's scrolling quite fast. So, behind me then, like I say, this is all the new births, and some of these are new births, and we've got a little pen in the corner, which is, it's really sad. It's part and parcel of it, and this is what I said to MrSealyp. She was hyper about us coming to do this. We're not in the Lake District for her birthday, we're here for lambing. And I said to her, be prepared for the fact it's not all going to be roses, it's not all going to be wonderful. That being said, the weather's great, the sheep are lambing, MrSealyp's in her element, she's having a great old time. So, let me turn the camera around and I will show you. Put it in. Let's turn it around. Right. So we come over this side in here. So we got. I'll get around a better angle on these in a minute. But in here now, some of the mothers are immediately protective, immediately maternal, and as you can see with this one, as soon as you come close to the thing, they're right over the lambs to protect them and look after them, which is absolutely amazing. We've got the ones in here. Where are the ones in here? Over the back. Oh, there you go. Now these are like, yep, I know you're protecting. I know you got your new ewes and your new lambs, but these two here, in this one, these two were completely rejected by the mother, and they had their in with the mother for a couple of days, and she would not let them feed, she wouldn't let them go near her, she was quite aggressive towards them. So she's been put out in the field, and these two are going to be bottle fed, and MrSealyp was bottle feeding one earlier. So what we'll do is, on the video as well, I'm going to be doing, we're going to have some footage of all sorts of stuff that we've been doing while we're here. We're going to be docking the tails. They're going to be doing some tail docking at some point, because that needs to be done to stop fly strike as they get a little bit bigger. Some of the other bits I say we're not going to show. But look, so some of these ones here were, I think, new this morning. Where was the one that Nina showed me that was born this morning, and it's a big old brute? They're feeding away, look. They're feeding away, and some of the mums are just straight on it. And the lambs will be in here for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Once they get to a point where they're strong enough and they're a little bit bigger, they'll all go into the field. And I think we've got some going out tomorrow. So when we live stream tomorrow, I might live stream, we're taking some of them out. But it's incredible. Something I've never experienced, you know. You see it on TV and you see stuff, and so I've got to be careful here, because this one in the corner, this is the badger face Texel, and she is really protective. Excuse me. really protective of her little one. And if you go too near, that you can, I don't know if you can just see the little one right in the corner there. If you go too close, she gets up and she gets right in your face, which is amazing. That's absolutely brilliant. Hello everybody. AJ Farmer. Hello Argsy. How are you, mate? Mrs. Sim Farmer. Is that Mrs. or Mr. Sim Farmer? Like I say, eyesight is horrific. I need those glasses that turn to shades when you go in the sunlight. So yeah, we've got some in here. Some more little ones in here. Oh, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. We're having such a good time doing stuff I never ever thought I'd get to experience or do. We're doing real farming, people. Real farming. I will pass on. I absolutely will. Nina's sitting over there. Nina doesn't like being on camera. Let me just show the last of these in here. Some of them are very vocal. Oh yeah, it was the one over there. I'll go back. And there's another couple in here. Oh, if I can get the sun behind me around here, I'll show these ones that are in this pen. So there's a couple here. I love the fact that some of them are just going straight in the sun, and they are just absolutely chilling. Look at this one here. Look. Look. Just loving life. Absolutely loving life. Nina, Argsy sings his best. Nina says hello, Argsy. So, yeah, Nina doesn't like being on camera. So we don't put Nina on camera when we're doing streams and stuff. But she is absolutely sort of... Yeah, I meant to say, this one here. Hello, Mum. This one here. It's quite a big one. This was born this morning. Proper bruiser. So like Nina said, this is the sort of size they normally are when they go out to the field. Absolutely incredible. Argsy Farms and Guy MrSealyp should tag team on a live stream. Well, we got some things in the works, some plans, some things are afoot. Hello, I'm back again. So yeah, it's I just thought I'd show you where we're at, what's happened like since we got here. Like I say, Nina was concerned because they'd had a flurry, then they had a few days of nothing, and she was worried that they weren't going to, we'd come here for a few days and there'd be no lambs. And then literally we arrived and out they started coming. So it's pretty cool. If you were here for the last live stream when we were here at Nina and Brian's farm, I took you in and around the sheds and stuff. Since then, Brian's new Massey that he had started developing some issues, some problems. It was a new Massey. Went back to Massey. They had it for ages and they could not fix it. They couldn't work out what was wrong with it. So he got his money back and he's now got a new one, a new one, which I think over the next couple of days I'm going to get a chance to drive. We're going to go and get some haylage bales. So there might be some footage of that. Whether I live stream that or not, I don't know. But like I say, we're just getting to experience some actual farming. And I know people have been asking me when you're going to do the mod reviews, when you're going to catch up with the maps that came out yesterday. Unfortunately, we're away. I didn't bring my PlayStation with me this time. We are here to experience real farming. And I say, we'll do some live streams, get these done. And then the end of the week when we get home, I will probably do a roundup of mods and I'll catch up on the map tours as I always do. 153 people in the chat, 103 likes. Keep smashing that like button, people. You know how this all works. It's very cool. I hope everyone's doing well. It's nice for everyone to join me. I know there wasn't much warning. I did say last week that we'd be doing some lambing live and there'll be some live streams coming. So that's very, very cool. Have a splendid day. Thank you all. Oh, that's to MNIH. Oh, is MNIH heading off? Awesome stuff. Wow, there's people from all over. How cool is that? Thank you for joining us. Shall I go over? I'm sure Brian won't mind me showing off his tractor, will he? I'm sure he won't. It's got a new Massey and it's lovely. In with his shed with all this other stuff. But if people want to see it, who am I to deny people what they want to see? So let's go over into the barn and we'll have a look in there. And then, like I say, tomorrow we'll see what happens. There might be some bottle feeding. There might be some tail docking. Well, I'm sure Nina said that tomorrow we're going to take some of the lambs with their mothers out to the field. So, and that's something I don't know how they go about doing that. So I'm learning all sorts of stuff. I'm asking all sorts of questions because obviously, yes, we've got baby animals in Farming Simulator, but this is a slightly different thing. A slightly different thing. Oh yeah, it is in here. So yeah, this barn has changed hugely from when we did the last live stream because Nina and Brian are working on a project in the barn in here. And this space in here is cavernous because they're going to be building something in here. So this entranceway here behind me won't be the entranceway. They've put a new one in. So we come through the barn. So if you remember when we did this last time, we went round the barn and people kept saying, go around again, I've just joined the live stream, can we see it? So here we are, we're in the barn this time round. 168 people, 127 likes, awesome stuff. So here, behind me, that's Brian's new tractor. His new Massey, and it is really, really nice. He's got his loader from the other. You can see the old Masseys. See, I don't mind a new tractor. I do like a new tractor. Let's turn this around again and do that. So that's the new one. Very, very nice. Like I say, I think I'm going to get a chance to drive that, which is really cool. Hello from the Netherlands. I'm out of the sunshine now, so I can see a little bit better in there. Hello, Pete. It's nice, isn't it? But then, like I say, I know I showed these last time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that. And Brian is an absolute massive fan. But there's that one, and then this one, which is just a delight. And like I say, if you missed the stream last time, you get to see the stream this time. How gorgeous is that? Alabama, whoa! New Zealand, Auckland, awesome. Yeah, so that barn entrance over there, that's going to be closed off. And Brian's putting this new double door here because the whole barn's being changed around. And then this side, we've got these. I said this last time I was here. Nina and Brian are so generous with their time. All of it, it's just... They're wonderful, wonderful people, so generous, so friendly, so kind. And I've got some more farm visits and stuff coming up when I talked about the charity stuff we're going to be doing coming up. I've got a farm visit next Wednesday. Actually, 2 farm visits on the same day. So there might be a live stream walk and talk from that. There'll definitely be some video stuff from that as well. So this is in addition to what I normally do. It might be that some days Mod reviews will be the day after. It might be the map tours, might be left to the weekend now when I can catch up with stuff. But I just want to expand on the content we're doing, as well as keep plodding away doing the things we do already. But it's very cool. Don't go home till you've driven at least. Yeah. You know, if I said to Brian, can I drive everything? He would let me. In a heartbeat, he would let me. And I was given a bit of inside information about somebody else who you might know is going to come and visit Nina and Brian's farm as well at some point. I'm not going to say any more than that, but what I will say is it'll be very cool when they do. So yeah, there's another content creator going to be coming to visit Nina and Brian at the farm and do some stuff, which is very cool. So there we go. How are we looking time-wise? How long are we going for? 20 minutes. I said to Nina, I'll only stream for about 15 minutes, and she laughed and said, no, you won't. It'll be like you always do. You'll start off and we'll do a quick stream, because I thought it'd just be quick. We'll do a daily update, lambing live about what's going on, what's happening here. We'll see how we go. Well, I must say I'm going to have to change my hand over, because I put this on I went old school after the gimbal didn't work. Put it on a selfie stick and it still didn't like it. So anyway, do the lambs jump like in FS25? Nina and Brian were saying last night when we were chatting to them, because we went out for dinner because it was MrSealyp's birthday. They were saying that when they get out into the field, they will do, because they've got much more space to run around. And at the moment, because they're in the pens with their mothers, they're not all together. But they said it seems to be every evening, gets to a certain time in the evening, and all the lambs kind of gather together in a big gang, and they just charge around the field like maniacs. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of that as well on camera, because that would be absolutely amazing. So hopefully that's what we're going to be looking for. Again, I'm sorry I can't see half the names that are scrolling up on the screen. But if you are on here, if you are commenting, if you have commented, thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here and taking part of it. And I know if you've only just joined, it's no different to any stream I've ever done. Most of my walk and talks are 20 minutes, half hour long. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I do my little spiel about whatever it might be, whether it's a history lesson or whatever, and then we end. And if you've just joined when it comes to the end of the stream, that unfortunately is one of those things. I could stream all day. I would love to. Yes, I've trimmed my beard. Well, MrSealyp trimmed my beard. It was down to it was looking really big and straggly again, and I thought, you know what, I need a bit of a tidy up. Hello. If you're just joining us, thank you very much. Massey Ferguson 240 was the first tractor you drove. Wow, that's cool. Rusty Money Gaming. Hello. Thank you. Oh, it's amazing. I can't believe how many people. 182 people are in. 147 likes. You guys are cool. So if you've just joined, shall I go back over and have a look at the lambs again before we finish? And that'll say, then maybe tomorrow's there'll be a bit more out in the field and that kind of stuff. Potentially, we shall see. So yeah, we'll head back over. We'll walk over. I'm just going to give my left arm a bit of a rest, and then I can grab hold of the thing again when we get back over there. We'll do one more sweep round and have a look at the lambs for anyone that's just joined us, and then we'll end the stream today. And then tomorrow we'll see what happens. This is the cool thing about it, because normally my days are very regimented. My days normally consist of either being indoors or in the man cave and going between the two, going out and about in the world with the lovely sunshine around us. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather, slight breeze but nice and warm. And my days are usually fairly predictable in so much as what I'm doing every day. I'm going to do my Let's Play or prep on a Let's Play. Then mods come out to do a mod review. If there's maps, to do a map tour. This is all unpredictable. This is all, there are some things that Nina and Brian have said we're going to try to do, but it all depends on the sheep, when they lamb, when they give birth, what needs to be done, when. We're just along for the ride. We don't want to get in the way. We're just going to try and be part of it and enjoy it while we're going around. So we just flip the camera back around. He says, zoom in, turn around. There we go. So actually, these ones are a little bit harder to see over here because they put this green cover on because it gets right in the sunshine. There's a couple under there. They're moving around. But I'm learning so much about the processes, the things that need to be done. They're awesome. Hello everybody joining us. we've dropped a little bit. We've got dropped from 180 something to 168, but that's fine. Exactly, we have things we need to do. People are busy. I get it. So there we go. Yeah, we are lambing. It is live. There are lambs. They're very inquisitive. It's interesting because they're brand new. They don't know, not to fear humans, but they're very inquisitive and they'll come right up to you. And to be fair, most of the sheep do. If you stand still for a bit, they'll come up because they want to have a look. They want to know what's going on. Once they get in the field, like Nina said, once they're in the field, you try and catch one. It doesn't take them long to realise. There we go. So again, massive shout out to Nina and Brian for letting us come to the farm for this, and we'll probably see you tomorrow for some more, just an update as to what's going on, and hopefully more of you can join us. I don't know if it'll be the same time. Yeah, Jeremy, they haven't really got a brown. They have got some, I suppose, not brown sheep, but along those lines. I suppose. Here we go. Look. Well, that's the female, so it's not Jeremy. They are very inquisitive animals, and I'm just curious to know which ones are going to put money up there. Look at it, you can really see the size of that one now. Look, there you go, and there's the other ones that are in that bit there. Oh, it is that. Oh, and they're gorgeous, but you know. I had a very interesting conversation with Nina yesterday, actually. No, let's flip the camera around and talk about this. So I had an interesting conversation with Nina yesterday regarding that conversation that it's had. People will ask the question, and you know, you say, oh, you know, are they gorgeous? They're lovely. They're lambs, and people have been putting the chat mint sauce and blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, yeah, inevitably, that's what's going to happen. Like I said, the split at the moment is pretty much even between boys and girls being born, and that generally, Nina said, is the case. They haven't had many years where you've had it more heavily one way or the other. Normally it balances itself out, strangely enough. The amount of sheep that are giving birth to singles rather than twins this year seems a little bit higher, she said. With the sheep they've got, they're looking at 150 lambs by the end of it, but the way it's going at the moment, with the amount of singles, they could potentially be down to 120. The boys go off, and then the girls get kept, because obviously they then decide the stronger ones, the ones that, you know, look like, again, Nina said it's a lottery because you don't know, but the ones that look like they're going to be good breeding animals, so the females will be kept and they'll be breeding. They've got 2 tups actually. The tups are, and I'm pointing I'm pointing that way, and they've got 2 tups they keep on site, and I know I've talked about that as well, and asked her about do they have tups in ready for serving the females. But they the tups they have on site, they keep their tups, and they said after a few years they will change them out, because obviously they have a list of animals which ones are born from females from that tup, and obviously that tup then can't serve those females, because, you know, it doesn't work, does it? You can't do that kind of thing. So I said, you know, there's that thing of when people ask the question, why are farmers, why I'm speaking to her specifically, so passionate about the health and well-being of your animals? Does it just come down to a monetary business thing, that you're worried about their health and well-being, because if their health and well-being is good, then as a business you make more money when they come to sell, that kind of thing? Or is there an element of it's just something that an animal should be looked after while it's alive? It should have the best life it can possibly have. Yes, we know what the end result is going to be, but there's no reason why animals should then be mistreated while they are alive. And she said, no, the two go hand in hand. They are not mutually exclusive. And like she was saying, and like if you've watched Clarkson's Farm and that kind of stuff, a lot of farmers don't make huge amounts of money. Some of the big farms do, some of the big, you know, estate farms do, but your average sort of farmer like this, like she said, they'll break even, and if their their flock breaks even, that's what they're aiming for. But at the end of the day, what are they doing? They're feeding the population. You know, all farmers are, whatever crops they're doing. When people say if farming's so difficult and you're not making any money, stop doing it, and then farmers say, but if we don't do it, who will? And that's true. Who feeds the population? If everyone decides, you know what, we're not making enough money, let's stop. So people, they do it for the love of doing it. They do it for the love of, like Nina said, especially when the weather's nice like this. What better job could you have? Myself and MrSealyp are having just the best time. It's awesome. And yeah, there's It's not all roses. Like I said, there's not going to be anything graphic on these videos, on these streams, but there's been a couple of, a couple of dicey moments, and there's been they've lost a couple of ewes already, and they've lost a few lambs, and it's part and parcel of it. It is what it is, but they do their absolute best, and I think that's one thing that's shining through watching Nina and Brian when they're working kind of, I say, alongside them, is their absolute love and passion for what they do and their dedication to looking after the animals. So it's very, very cool. They do have that, again, brilliant question, and it's a question I did ask. I asked the question the other day, again on Clarkson's farm, when Jeremy Clarkson said, when you get the sheep shearers in and you get them sheared, the wool is worth next to nothing. Hello Pithers, how are you? 7 months on MrSealyp Plus, thank you very much. That's absolutely awesome. Young man, I don't think anyone's called me young man ages. Yeah, so they don't make very much from the wool that comes off it. It's not actually worth very much. And shit, I think they pay £2 or £2.50 per sheep for the guy to come in and shear them. And I think she said the wool was worth per sheep about £1 or £1.50. So they're not making a profit. Again, the argument is then, well, why do you do it? Well, they're not wool farmers, they are sheep farmers. And she said it's no different to having a haircut, and also it's better and more comfortable for the sheep, for their health, so it's done for the health and well-being of the animal as much as it is for potentially selling that wool on, because you're not going to make a lot of money. She did, however, then say that a while back she had various different breeds when she started out, quite rare breeds, and there were some places that would buy the wool for a higher price because of the quality of the wool, and it was finer and better for certain things. So yeah, it's it swings and roundabouts, I guess. Most of farmers do it for a particular reason. Trucker Matsy just gifted 5 memberships. I don't have my cheering thing, but I've got a big thumbs up heading your way. So if you've just received a membership, that's incredibly cool. Thank you, Trucker Matsy. You are a legend. That's very, very kind of you. 187 people currently on, 177 likes. You guys are awesome. We're at 32 minutes already. Nina was right. I said I couldn't just go for 15 minutes and then stop. But yeah. If you've got any questions, anything you want to know, if you're on the Discord, if you're a channel member and you're in the Discord, if you follow the link, or you can just join the Discord server and not be a channel member. If you've got any questions or anything you want to know about sheep farming and lambing and stuff in general, if you Orsa has just gifted 10 memberships. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. If you're just receiving one of those memberships, that was a gift from Orsa. Thank you very much. That's super, super cool. Yeah, if you've got any questions, because like we say, we're going to be streaming today, possibly the day, today, tomorrow, possibly the day after. I'm not sure about Friday. I don't know what our plans are for Friday, but there will be some more coming. So we can always, if they get into the thing quickly, we can ask Nina some of those questions, not on camera, because like I said, Nina doesn't like being on camera, but we can certainly ask her the questions, and I might make a list on a piece of paper of things people have asked, and we'll try and answer some of the questions. Or again, if you're in the chat here, because now I've stood still and I'm under the cover, I can actually see a little bit closer in, and I can read some of the questions out if people have got them. So we'll do that tomorrow and probably the day after. But we have got something special happening. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream that, but that might be part of the video. Like I say, the end of the week, might be into next week now, there'll be a video of different footage I've taken that will be put together. But we've got something planned for MrSealyp's birthday. She doesn't know. Nina has booked something. And if you've been watching for any amount of time, don't tell her, it's a secret. MrSealyp is mad obsessed with owls. Really, really obsessed with owls. We've got owl ornaments and stuff all over the house. So Nina has booked for us to go. There's a place not far from here, which is a hawk centre, an owl sanctuary, and we're doing a woodland VIP walk with hawks. And then there's owl handling, which MrSealyp is going to get to do. She's going to absolutely freak out. So I'll take some video footage and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to live stream that. And I don't think that's all day. So I think after that, we'll be coming back to the farm. So potentially on Thursday, it'll be a later live stream. So there we go. Yeah, it should be a hoot. Very good. I haven't got my wellies on. The weather's really, really nice. We're ready to give a hand. Like we said, anything. We want to dive in and have a go at all of it. Like I said, MrSealyp's already been bottle feeding. Again, if you just joined, I'll go over and show you these before. I keep saying I'm going to finish, then I don't. Trucker Matsy, welcome to MrSealyp Plus. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Big thumbs up. So let's turn the camera around and I'll show you. Like, so if you've just joined and you didn't see these earlier, I'll show you. Feldin, thank you very much. Obligatory super chat test. It has to be done. It has to be tested. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, mate. That's very cool. Yeah, so these two here, these two are going to be bottle fed moving forward because the mother rejected them. The mother was in with them for a couple of days, which they do with all the others, just to make sure they're feeding okay and mum's being maternal. But she wasn't. Yeah, she didn't want to know. So she's gone out to the field, and these two are in this pen here. And MrSealyp was bottle feeding them earlier with Nina. And then what we will do is, over the next few days, I think they have to be fed 4 times a day. So we're going to be bottle feeding them over the next few days. And then once they get to 2-3 days, they'll go out to the field with all the others as well, because then they can eat grass and stuff out in the field. And then once they come off the bottle, there's buckets with teats on. I'll probably do, if we can do that as well at some point, I'll get some video footage of that, which will be on the video, potentially on the live stream as well. So there we go. Thank you from Australia. Yes, it's MrSealyp in the flesh. In the flesh. Hello. So yeah, again, if you've just joined me, I'm really sorry because we're about to end now. But that's it for today for lambing live. We haven't got any sheep actually lambing at the moment. Like I say, I wouldn't show you that graphically, the actual lambing bit, but like I say, they are all lambing, and over the next few days I'm sure we are going to get plenty more. So it's all very, very cool indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it massively. Thank you for joining me for this last nearly 40 minutes. How cool is that? Yeah, yeah, thank you very much. We are really enjoying it. It is a break, but it's not a break, because people are saying, you know, what about mod reviews, what about map tours? But I'm still technically working, I guess. I'm live streaming now. I'm still making footage for a video I'm going to put together. I'm just not doing what I usually do. But I will catch up on that. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do like a mod roundup video. I might pick a few that stood out to me over the course of the week, which I've done sometimes when we've been away. There just won't be the daily mod reviews, and then like the map tours I will catch up with, like I did at the end of FS22 when I did that thing of maps I missed. I'll go back and I'll catch up on the maps that have come out, if any more that's come out. It's not, you're absolutely right, it's not working. It's not. But this is what farmers do. I'm live streaming and we're going to be doing lambing, and this is what the farmers are doing. So, you know, real life mods. Yeah, coming up there might be something regarding that as well. I might be doing with that charity. They mentioned about maybe doing some real world mod reviews. So some of the farms I'm going to get to visit, looking over some of the equipment and machinery, especially if it's stuff we don't have in game, and doing like a real live mod review, which I thought it's a quirky idea they came up with. I thought it actually sounds quite cool. So maybe we will. Who knows? See, someone's just joined and said, oh my God, MrSealyp live. I'm just about to end the live stream. I can't believe it. But anyway, you can always go back and watch it from the start. That's not a problem at all. That will sort of spin and go live in a little while. But I do appreciate you all joining us. If you are a member, if you've become a member, if you were gifted a membership, welcome to the membership stuff. There's a few perks and bits and bobs in there that you can look forward to, and we are going to be live streaming more and more. Like I say, this week we're going to have a few, and then we're going to get back into it a little bit more in the man cave too, with some other stuff coming up as well. If you're not a member, you can consider it. But just smashing that like button really, really helps. You don't have to do any of those other things, but smashing the like button helps with YouTube and the algorithms and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, whatever it is you're doing, wherever you are. Stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I don't know what I say. It was not a set time. It's whatever time something, you know, particularly happens. But we'll have an update as to how many more have been born and what we're going to be doing, that kind of thing. But take care, stay safe. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.